Cool.
DJ Metal Craig of Craig's Metal Storm here, and one of the members of Mugshot with me today. Hopefully, I got the band name right. Would you like to introduce
Yep.
yourself and what position you do in the band?
Yeah. How's it going? I'm Ringo. I sing in the band. I do all the yelling and stuff that you're hearing.
If you don't mind, can we get you to go back in the history of Mugshot and how the band all got started as the first question of the interview?
So the band was started in I believe 2015 or 2016. I wasn't in the band at the time. Um, but I was in another band that I played guitar for, and Mugshot's first tour and my other band's first tour, they were together, and I just kind of stayed in touch with them ever since. And we became really close, and that's when the time came, I was asked to join, and that's how I got started in here.
Okay, cool. That's interesting to know, man. Just so you know, I actually a fan of Mugshot. I was checking out some of your YouTube videos before the interview too. They're pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah, right on. I appreciate that.
I don't know if it's you and vocals on all of them, but a couple of them sound like a different guy. I recognize your style because of the Cold Will album.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
The second question is, how did you guys come up with the band name Mugshot?
I actually am not sure. I think they just thought it was cool, and they were like, "All right, it's a cool band name."
All good. I didn't know if you had a story behind the band name or not. Some bands
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was anything in particular. I think it was just a cool name.
Okay, this next one is a bit of a stumper, but a good one. Who designed the Mugshot band logo?
That is all me. I design all of our artwork. I design.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. So you're a graphic designer by nature.
Yep, that's my job. I do all of our merch designs, all of our artwork, logos, everything. That's all me.
Right on. That's so cool to know, man.
Hell
Who's
yeah.
the current lineup of Mugshot and what instruments do they play?
So there's me, I sing, and then we have our drummer Connor Haynes. Uh, Dude is a fucking animal. And then we have our guitarist Michael Demko. He is also an animal. He writes riffs and plays riffs that my brain cannot comprehend. And I think that's what makes us very unique is like his ability to just like play this stuff that like I would have never even thought about. And then our newest addition, our bassist Zero, he was with us on this last run or these last two tours that we did. And he's great. He's been awesome. He's been friends with the other two members for a long time, but I like we're like newly acquainted. He's fucking amazing. He's so nice. He's very helpful. And he just gets it. Like he understands what we're doing. And I think that's really important. He like immediately right off the bat had like a great dynamic with us. So we really like him.
That's cool, man. Just so you know, I'm actually trying to get my band, which I've had on a 19-year hiatus now, with my girlfriend who's sitting here in the background listening on the interview. She and I have been trying to get our band back going for 19 years. Here's proof I'm a vocalist myself.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Death metal in the vein of Deicide, Malignancy, Old Incantation, Brutality, all the old school death metal vocalists like Joe Patek, rest in peace to him. I'm into those kind of vocal ranges. I've been doing this
Oh
since
hell
I'm
yeah.
16. I'm 47 now.
Oh, right on. That's what's
So I've been
up.
doing it a long time. Haven't thrown my voice out yet. Twice got laryngitis because of shows, but I'll get into that a little bit later after we ask a few more questions and we'll shoot the shit a little more later.
Hell yeah.
What are the band's immediate music career goals?
Um, I think our goal is to just inspire. And I know that sounds like a generic answer, but I've said it before, like I don't care if we're playing shows to 20, 40 kids or if we're playing shows to 500. Like the the most important thing is that like the people in the crowd feel something and that they feel inspired by what we're doing. And even if they're not like inspired necessarily, as long as they're just having fun, that's like that's what I'm in it for. I'm in it for the fun of it. And we're very fortunate to be in the position that we're in and for the opportunities we've gotten. And we never take that for granted. But I want to be someone that someone looks up to in that moment.
Right on. Hopefully I get the name right for the album. I think I did earlier before we were in the interview. How did you guys come up with the album title Cold Will?
Cold Will, yeah. So that I wrote the song Cold Will lyrically just about um like mental health, the stuff that I'm going through is like the first time I ever got like really personal like with how I'm feeling in a song, but I still gave it that like angry approach that I give. But it's just Cold Will, just I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's just something that like that resonated with me when I wrote it out. It was just like, I don't know, like in a way, just like fate, where you're supposed to be, just like that's the will of it, and it's a cold one.
Sorry for the delay in asking a question there. I need a little sip of something to drink there.
I get it.
With Cold Will coming out November 3rd, 2023, where can the album be pre-ordered or purchased?
Spotify, you can pre-save it. You'll get notified when it comes out and stuff. And then as far as like pre-ordering, our Pure Noise web store, they have all the vinyl like variants and stuff. A lot of really cool like colors on those. So you can get that on vinyl, you can get on CD, or you could just do like a digital download. So yeah, I mean, if anyone's listening and you want to if you want to have a collector item, grab that vinyl. It sounds amazing.
Right on. This next one is a bit of a good one, but it was the song that I thought was my favorite off the album. If you're cool about talking about one of the songs off the album,
Of course.
what were the themes and concepts behind the song "Left in the Wake"?
Yeah, so Left in the Wake, that's one that I wrote just about in a way like it's not about the fear of dying, it's about the fear of like being forgotten when you die. And it's being afraid that while you're on Earth, you haven't done anything like worthy of being like remembered. And so like you're not necessarily afraid of going, you're just afraid of being forgotten.
Right on. This next one's a real good one. Yeah, I guess on Cold Will. Would you like to talk about why you used Josh Mata? Hopefully I got the name right. A skin ticket for this track.
I we recorded the song and I wrote out the part and I did the vocals for it like I had originally recorded it myself. And I was like, I gotta put Josh here. Like he's a friend of mine. Skin Ticket's a fucking amazing band. Um, and I heard his voice there. Like I heard the spot and I can hear him doing it. So I hit him up and I was like, yo, like, do you want to do this spot? And he was down. So that's how that came to be. And I could not be more happy with it. Like he had such a like intense aggression to that spot. Like more so than I had done. Like he just makes it sound so much more like mean and abrasive, and he just like he comes in and just like he fucking destroys that part, and I could not be more happy with it.
Right on. Just so you know, man, I'm also into some of the old stuff like Pantera and that for vocals.
Mhm.
Combination of Pantera there and an old school black metal band called Black Funeral.
Hell yeah.
Do you know that black metal band? Just curious.
Them, no, not specifically.
If you get a chance, check out the album Vampire, Throne of the Beast. That's the one that got me into doing those style of vocals.
Cool. Hell yeah. I'll check it out.
This next one is a really good one. What are some of your musical influences for the band?
Yeah. So when I was growing up, getting into heavy music, I grew up listening to a lot of like new metal, because my older sister, that's the stuff she was into. She was into bands like Korn, Slipknot, Rob Zombie, Coal Chamber, that kind of stuff. And so like as far as like my influences go, like I was really into the aggressiveness behind like Slipknot and like Mudvayne. And so that's kind of where I think I get my inspiration from. And our guitarist, he gets a lot of his inspiration from like bands like My Chemical Romance, if you can like believe it. It really influences his playing and like the way he picks and like his stage presence. Like it's, you can see that it's there, and I think that adds a lot of like taste and style to our music. Um, that I don't know, kind of helps us out with being unique and stuff. And our drummer, I don't know exactly what he's inspired by, but whatever it is, I need to hear it because he's a fucking animal.
Right on. This next one's a really good one, and it might get you laughing and thinking a bit.
All right.
Please give some vocal tips or advice for starting out vocalists.
All right. So for vocalists that are starting out, um, I would say the first thing that I would do is I would go to the store and I'd buy a bass because playing bass is a lot more fun. No, I'm kidding. So, I would just say like be be careful with how you approach it. If it starts to hurt, just stop because I have absolutely blown my voice out before, and there's no worse feeling.
Okay, is that everything you wanted to add about the vocal tips?
Yeah, I'd say just be
Okay,
careful with it, um, and just put your voice in it. Have your own style.
I get you there, man. I actually went with the vocal lesson to help me get some of my ranges to learn. Do you know Zen is Screaming with Melissa Cross?
Oh yeah, I used to have that on DVD.
I actually have a burnt copy of it somewhere here in my apartment that I have that a friend gave me. Like he gave me a copy of his DVD and I've been learning from it.
Hell yeah.
It's an awesome video, real good information in there.
Yeah, definitely. I still do some of those vocal warm-ups
Okay.
from when I was like in high school watching Zen of Screaming.
Do you know of 6 Feet Under at all?
Yeah, I know of them.
I do a combination of that. And when I'm lucky and I'm fully warmed up, I can go as high as Kevin Sharp from Brew of Truth.
Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah.
I learned from all the old vocalists. I love the old scene. There's good bands out nowadays, but in my opinion, some of them are hard to find.
Yeah, for sure.
That leaves us with 3 more for the interview. I only need a couple of station IDs from you.
Cool.
What advice do you have for people who want to form their own bands?
Do it with people you love. Do it with people that you genuinely get along with, and people that you love and care for, people that you would treat as your own family, because there's nothing more important than that dynamic. Like you can have the best guitar player in the world in your band, but if he's an asshole and you don't like him, then you're, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect the way you perform. It's going to affect everything. So I think the most important thing about starting a band is to make sure you do it with people that you genuinely love and care for.
Right on. Just so you know, I got 2 people I genuinely care for and love in my band. My girlfriend, who's sitting here in the background, she's awesome. She's a good backing vocalist. I got a multi-instrument talented musician named Nigel. That's a buddy of mine who's out in Carmen right now, who does bass guitar, drums, and regular guitar.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
So that's going to make for an interesting atmosphere there. Still got to find a full-time drummer for the band when we get going, but it'll happen. I just know it. It sucks that
Drummers
we're
are,
on a 19-year hiatus, though, buddy.
yeah, drummers are hard to find.
Yeah, I believe it, man. Did I ask you this one yet? I don't know. What social media outlets can the band be reached on?
Yeah, so we got our Instagram, which is just Mugshot CA. I think Mugshot CA is pretty much all of our stuff. Um, if you want to reach any of us personally on our Instagram, we only follow ourselves and a few others, so we're easy to find.
Right on. And I'm going to sneak one more in if you're okay with it before we
Of
ask the
course.
last question. Have you been on any festivals and toured on them?
Festivals, we played Get Real Fest in Texas, and that was awesome. We were on tour with These Streets, No Zodiac, and Maya Over Eyes, and that was awesome. It was a fun time. Get Real Fest was really fun, or not Get Real. It was Heavy Hitters Fest by Get Real Promotions. But yeah, Heavy Hitters. It was really fun. That's I believe that's the only fest that we've played. Um, but yeah,
Okay, right on. One, I hope you guys do get on because I feel you're good enough to be on the bill for Whack Open Air.
word. I've never heard of that one.
It's a German festival that's 3 days of nothing but metal bands.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I've seen video footage for a couple songs from it. One for Dimmu Borgir, they're amazing.
Hell yeah.
And I just have I've been into music for so long, and this is gonna make you laugh. On this system I got for my interviewing and radio gig, I got almost
Mhm.
500,000 songs of music.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so when I set up, it's hard for me to get my shows together. I always put in the bands I interview and everything, put in the band's music that's already out and stuff. But I also like to throw in a few curves and twists, like some old school psychedelic rock, psychedelic doom, some sludge
Word.
metal, switch it all up.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
And that leaves us with the last question of the interview. And I'll need the station IDs from you. What new band news do you have on the Mugshot front? As in anything we haven't covered so far in this interview?
Well, we will be going to Europe for it's our first time ever playing Europe. We're gonna be going on tour with the Amity Affliction, Comeback Kid, and Alpha Wolf. That'll be in December. So that flyer's on our Instagram and all of our personal Instagram. So if you want to check that out, that's what we got going on. Other than that, Cold Will's dropping on November 3rd, and it's gonna be a good one. We got some tracks on there that are like some of my favorite stuff that I've ever been involved with.
Right on, man. And before we get into the station IDs, I want to thank Austin from Secret Service PR and your label for setting us up with this interview today. At least it was the station IDs. Now, the first one is, hey, this is Ringo of Mugshot. Sorry, goofed up a bit. Get a little tongue tied. And you're listening to Mangled Music Radio.
Right on.
Whenever you're ready, we'll get to do the station ID saying, hey, this is Ringo of Mugshot, and you're listening to Mangled Music Radio.
Mangled Music Radio. Cool. Do you want me to say that right now?
Whenever you're ready, buddy.
Hey, this is Ringo from Mugshot, and you're listening to Mangled Music Radio.
And the second one's for Craig's Metal Storm. If you want to come up with whatever you want in it, I'm ready for it when you are.
What did you want me to say again? Sorry.
You can come up with what you want for this station ID. It's from Craig's Metal Storm, my personal show.
Craig's Metal Storm?
Yeah, you can come up with what you want to say in the
Cool.
station ID, though.
Cool. Hi, this is Ringo. I sing in Mugshot, and you're listening to Craig's Metal Storm.
Cool. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for the interview, buddy.
Right on. Thank you.
Rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
Okay. Bye.